Not cute, never will be getting uglier. Wait. So basically, like, he's not cute. He's just getting more uglier, mainly over time. It says frustrated rightist politics. Like, basically, I don't know. Like, he leans conservative, or like he's like a 4chaner or whatever. And kills sex drive. Like, basically, he's using all these antidepressants, so like his sex drive is being nuked, and like he's like so miserable because like he barely could keep it up. Basically, will never have a girlfriend because like he's a fucking incel loser and he's a virgin, and like his sex drive is so low, he doesn't have the motivation to do it. Not actually happy, lied to by chemicals. Like he's basically fooling his mind with like the drugs, the antidepressants. So like he's not really happy with his life. He's just like telling himself he is via like the drugs basically. Destroyed personality to be more useful to the system that hates him. Basically, like the system's basically rigged for men, like overall. So basically, his like personality is not that like good, and like he's kind of set to like fail essentially. Like his whole like I guess God is like set to fail. Will be forgotten immediately. Seriously, there's millions of you. Like there's millions of, like losers on antidepressants who are virgins. Like there's so many of him. Like no one's gonna like, care if he's gone. Basically, he has shit clothes because men's clothes honestly just suck and are boring. Literally, no one cares about you, which is also true. Pills don't work anyway. Like yeah, antidepressants are like literally just like numbing your basic emotions. Basically, it doesn't like make you feel like better. Honestly.
Yeah, it's honestly more of like a way of making you a tool to work for them still, rather than actually making you live your life fully and like as wholly as you can.
And the general theme I have noticed is that there are all these coops being pushed upon males. It doesn't really solve the problem, like especially psychiatry and therapy, but it don't actually like fix the issue. It's like, for example, let's say you have a broken leg and someone says you used to have someone to talk to, here, take this pill that make you feel better, but then you don't actually fix the broken bone. So it just gets worse, but instead of actually fixing the actual problem, just trying to numb the pain while not actually fixing or giving him the healthcare he's needing.
Yeah, it's kind of a black hole, honestly. Like, literally just like making yourself a zombie, like wage slave, just because like they think that taking these drugs will make you look easier to control and like easier to like make do what they want you to do, versus like being like an actual person.
And now on the right we have the Stacy transitioner.
Expresses personality fully, does not care about productivity. Basically, like she's like basically will do and say whatever she wants, and like she doesn't care about what's like the most productive for society and what's the best for society. She just cares about herself. Growing ever more feminine, like she's becoming more feminine every day via like medical transition, surgical transition, this transition in general. Basically living a sexual fantasy 24/7. So like basically like whether she like experiences organophilia or like she has like I don't know, like fantasies about being a woman like she's a sissy or whatever, like she basically fully indulging all her sexual interests constantly because like she gets to live the life that makes her feel most fulfilled sexually and like psychologically and like emotionally. Massive friend group of transitioners and cis women. Oh my god, socializing as a woman is like so much easier because like I feel like women overall are more social with other women. Like when a woman meets a man, like she might be like, you know, a little bit distrusting of him because like he could like potentially hurt her. Basically, it's easier to make friends as a woman. Gets to wear all the fun stuff. Women's clothing, like there's so many options for cute things to wear as a woman. Versus like a man, like it's like boring. Basically, it's like pants, like a shirt. Like women are just dresses, skirts, all types of shit. Like that's basically that part. On the right side of history, transitioning is like such like an interesting thing to happen in like history of this life in general. Like, and I'm pretty sure like people in freaking like colonial times probably couldn't even fathom like someone medically transitioning to the opposite sex. Like, it's just such like a interesting thing that people couldn't even fathom in like the past probably. So it's like a historical movement itself even existing.
And societally, it is definitely a much bigger benefit and a positive to just be seen as a trans woman than it is to be seen as like some sort of incel.
So true. People hate incels. People do not hate women.
Yeah, even people who hold more traditionalist values tend to actually like women. And the thing is, of course, that some males want to control women or own them as property, but they still like them because they desire them.
Mm-hmm. Like as an incel, you're undesirable. People don't like you. People like dislike your movement. People think you're like violent and dangerous. But as a woman, like people like women. Like most people really have like the urge to protect women, make women feel safe, make women feel validated. Like there's honestly a need for that. So it's definitely a different treatment.
Yeah, there's just
One,
so much support to it that like it may be something you need before you transition, and it'll be something you definitely get if you do transition. That's for sure.
that's so true. One of the most oppressed minorities, women and leftists love you. That's so true. Like they love you for being a woman and they love you for being a tranny. So combination of those two. Like that's like such like basically like brownie points in like liberal communities and stuff like that. Being a tranny and being like a woman. You're actually special and worth remembering. Yeah, that's so true. Like everyone remembers a pretty woman they come in contact with. Like it's not something that just doesn't matter. Like an unattractive man is overlooked and like basically invisible, but an attractive woman is basically someone that like people will have in their brain like, oh, I saw that really pretty girl. I saw this really pretty person. Does that make sense? I don't know. Authentic happiness. Yeah, you don't have to be in fucking antidepressants to, like make your life better because your life will be better just from being a woman. And like you don't have to worry about like drugging yourself up and like so you can numb your emotions and stuff. So it's like authentic happiness. It works. These real tits are real. Bargain HRT from Kiev, like Lena, I think, from Ukraine. Yeah. So basically, you have boobies, and you're not like ugly like a man. Can sleep with men whenever she wants. Probably with women too. Honestly, women have it so easy as far as like sex goes. Like, sure, like lesbian dating is complicated, but like I have to say it's significantly easier than freaking men dating
Yeah.
women.
There's even a lot of guys willing to cheat just to be with you, kind of deal. As women,
True.
usually they use their boyfriend as an excuse to not cheat.
So true.